Welcome to the podcast that's been named one of the very best in marketing research. Research Business Daily Report is researchers' only daily video blog, and it's made possible by our exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer, for more than 25 years, the respected voice in market research. Today, RBDR offers you episode number 55 in the continuing series that we call Market Research in the COVID-19 Era. Today, S2 Research CEO Matt Seltzer is before us. He believes that a buyer persona is a great way to keep marketing teams on the same page about what their customer is thinking. The only problem is that right now, creating any persona is troublesome, to say the least, because it's pretty difficult to actually know what is going on through our customers' minds in these turbulent times. Matt's going to explain it to you and perhaps offer some prescriptive suggestions. Matt?
Thanks, Bob. One of the foundational deliverables of market research that I help clients with is buyer personas. I think everyone in marketing can agree a buyer persona is a great way to keep marketing teams on the same page about how their customers are thinking. Except right now, writing personas is troublesome because it's pretty difficult to really know what's going through our customers' minds these days. The persona is a short character study into who our customer is, but in this weird world of 2020 with pandemics, outrage, violence, those all impact how audience segments think and feel. So unless you're really tapped into customers, there's a good chance your marketing is going to fall flat. About 2 months ago, I wanted to solve this problem and put together a process to write a buyer persona that works in the here and now. I wanted to talk about my process and what I found from that whole study. So again, I'm a market researcher, and step one in this process for me was to conduct a survey. With most buyer persona projects, it's about condensing what you already know into a short document, but the weirdness of what's going on all around us has a lot of marketing kinks. This is why I'm advocating for surveys or other primary research methods to get this process started. Let's go out and learn what our primary audience is really thinking about their new life challenges. As an example, I created my own buyer persona for this project using this exact methodology. I went out and spoke with about 250 marketers, both in-house and agency, via survey across the whole US. My survey questions focused on three main areas in the building my own buyer persona process. The first was, how do you feel about returning to life returning to normal? The second was, how do you think your customers feel about life returning to normal? And the third was, based on those viewpoints, what's your plan for marketing? The data I gathered from that was, from those few hundred marketers, I learned a whole bunch. Only about 1 in 2 in-house marketers, for instance, are even ready for life to return to normal at all. Agencies are making a big push towards attracting new clients moving forward. And the majority of marketers overall expected demand for their industries to actually increase over the next year. And that's across almost every industry. This was all very telling because it shows what the marketers are optimistic about the future. And they're all ready to make that pivot, which is going to be incredibly relevant to my final buyer persona. By the way, if you'd like to see a full analysis of the survey data, check out s2research.com and take a look. I have everything available. But back to my buyer persona project. So next, I did convert all my data into insights, and then I turned that into the final buyer persona. I wrote out a 2-page document about my ideal client. In this case, it's the average marketing agency owner, and it's a short document that tells exactly how they think and feel. Now, the last step in this whole process is probably the most important. From the start, I really wanted to help more marketers put this process into motion. So I actually created a step-by-step guide for this project. It's on my blog, again, s2research.com. And on there, I link to my original survey. I have a download of the full analysis. And I also have a download of the buyer persona, as well as a step-by-step guide for each piece. So it can all be as follow along as possible. Basically, any marketer should be able to follow this approach and develop their own persona for their customers that works now. From my vantage point, marketers should be counting on market researchers right now to help them conduct better marketing. Buyer personas are one of the great market research innovations in modern marketing, and it's a great piece to connect everyone together. It's going to take some innovative approaches to make buyer personas work a little more formulaic for now, and that's exactly where the role of market researchers and marketers coming together plays a huge part in the future.
If you are one of the many that have been viewing RBDR and have an impression or two that is really on, maybe off the beaten track, we would nonetheless love to hear from you for this series, especially because the success of what we're doing here is really dependent on you and others in the research and marketing profession. Certainly you'll be helping us by participating. However, I think I can make a pretty good case that you'll be doing yourself a favor if you email your impressions and feelings to rflbob@gmail.com. You see, your perspectives, which we will transform into a video commentary with your assistance, automatically becomes a potentially valuable promotion message. Plus, if I say so myself, working with us is a rather enjoyable experience, and the video that we're going to create together will leave a smile on your face, so give it a shot. That's your Research Business Daily Report, made possible by the exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR. If you happen to have made it a habit to watch RBDR every day, Monday through Thursday, well, thank you very much. And if you find that any particular RBDR is not only time well spent, but worth the while to others, please recommend the video to friends and peers where it is particularly useful. And we also hope that you'll consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter, which can be done by visiting patreon.com/RBDR. Have a great research day. We hope this has been a productive and profitable business week. Let's all hope that the weekend is nice and maybe that we can all get out of quarantine sometime soon. In any event, we'll see you back here on Monday.